Hi, I'm Dr. Chase Cunningham. Some folks call me Dr. Zero Trust. I'm the Chief Strategy Officer at Ericom. I want to give you a rundown on what Zero Trust is. There's a lot of talk in the industry. It's a global sort of movement that's going on, but there's also a lot of miscommunication on what Zero Trust really should mean for your organization. Zero trust has not been sort of thrown around recently as it's this new thing. It's not. Zero trust conceptually has been around for about 20 something years. This started out with a group called the Jericho Forum in 2002, 2003, 2004, for thinking about what we would look like when we were beyond the perimeter, when the firewall essentially was no longer the control capability for enterprise security. That morphed into this thing called deperimeterization. And deperimeterization was the idea that you needed to be beyond the boundaries of the enterprise and control security in a much more granular fashion, broader. That was kind of as far as it went. Now, that evolved when John Kindervag, an analyst at Forrester, went and looked at that concept and said, that's really interesting. I think deperimeterization is kind of gobbledygook the way that you talk about it. We need to sync that up for the market so that it's nice and clean. And then we need to focus on the very core things that are actually part of the next evolution of security. The removal of trust relationships and trusted relationships within systems. And what we mean by trusted relationships is not trusting our users or trusting our employees. We mean removing trusted accesses, trusted capabilities, trusted default configurations, trusted passwords, all those trust relationships that are inherent to operating systems, to computer networks, to infrastructure that are what the adversaries use to cause compromise. When we talk about zero trust, which is the evolution of deperimeterization based on John's iteration and then some other things that came on after that, zero trust extended framework, etc., we're really talking about eliminating what the adversary needs to be successful. This is a key point. This is not about not trusting your employees. Trust your employees. So let's just eliminate that from the conversation. This is about removing trusted relationships from within systems that allow adversaries to cause compromises. And this is very broad in nature. That's why I talked about deperimeterization. This is the next iteration of where security collectively, strategically is going. So, to keep it short, to keep it simple, zero trust has been around for a long time. It has evolved. It continues to evolve, and that's what a good strategy does. But zero trust is not about not trusting your users or not trusting your employees. It's about removing trusted relationships within systems, which is what adversaries need to be successful. So let's just start with that baseline thinking. Thank you very much.
ZT Edge, the simple, affordable way to move to zero trust security.